In this tutorial, we're going to be learning about arrays. Now, basically what an array is, it's just a variable or a data type or whatever you want to refer to it as that can store a bunch of different values. Let me do an example. Dim string name as string. Now, to declare an array, what we did here is we just declared a variable, and if you wanted to make an array, which all you do is after you named your variable, after the name of it, put two parentheses. Now, basically what I just did here is create an array, but we didn't really tell it anything, how many elements you have. So what we're going to do is we're going to add elements, and you'll understand what this is in just a second. We're going to add 5 elements. Well, actually it's 6 elements because you start at 0. When counting elements, it's just like counting indexes when I was talking about I think it was tutorial 20, maybe 21, there we go. And basically this is just saying we start at 0 and how many elements we have. So when you're counting elements, make sure you start at 0. So we're going to add values to this array, and we're going to type string name, which is the array, at index 0 is equal to Adrian. Now basically what this is saying is give string name at index or element 0 Adrian. Now that's the whole point of an array, is it can store a lot of different values at the same index. Now if you declared it like this and then you typed hello, that's not giving it a new element, that's actually just changing element 0 to hello. Now if you wanted to add another value to this, you can just do string name parentheses 1, and now you're saying element 1 is equal to hello, and element 0 is the first element. I know that's a little confusing, but just think of when you're counting elements, start at 0, and if you wanted to see how many elements you have, just take however many, take 5 and then add 1 to it. Whatever is in parentheses, take 5 and add 1 to it. And that's one way to add data to an array. And we're actually putting these in quotation marks because it's the data type is a string, and it depends on your data type of what you want to put. So if it was like an integer, you would put a number, not in quotation marks, because you would get an error on runtime most likely. Now another way to give an array values, let's go ahead and exit this out, and we're going to do, and I'm not going to actually give this any value right now, I'm not going to tell what index yet, and we're going to bring this back to a string, and we're going to say equals, and basically what you do is you set, when you're declaring the variable, you set it equal to, and then you put 2 curly brackets, and that's the thing, it's on your keyboard. If you're not familiar with programming, if you hold down the shift key and the 2 buttons left of the O and P are these things, if you just hit them in the order of left to right, you should get this curly bracket pointing left and this curly bracket pointing right. Now once you do that, you want to start telling what values you want for this array to have. So we're going to type in quotation marks, because it's a string, hello, same thing. So basically what this is saying, and also I want to let you guys know, whenever you're initializing it to, when you're telling how many elements you want to have, you got to have it set to none whenever you're initializing your element inside of the declaration. So if you're declaring it equal to element 0, and then you declare all your other elements like that, which you just separate your new elements by commas like this, and then you just type more quotation marks, and this is basically saying at element 0 give it the value of hello, and then this one's hi, and think of that typed, and then at element Adrian. Now if we want to display this, I'll just go ahead and give you guys and show you what it does. Forgot my .show, and I'm going to run this now. And this is showing you hello because it's displaying string name, which is this array right here, and index 0. And when you're counting indexes, when it's declared, you just start at 0, 0, 1, 2. And this right here is not 3. Remember, count is start at 0. I can't express that enough because that can really mess you up. And that's the other way to declare indexes in an array.